Shall we go to the questions? What is the first one here? According to the passage, author is more concerned about what? Obviously, the topic is about air pollution. He is bothered about clean air or the problem of air pollution. Is it about political condition? Mark it wrong. Pollution-free environment? Obviously. What is the third one? Is it about social awareness? No. Is it about technological development? No. Is it about more employability? No way. Do you have to read the passage for this? First glance, what is this about? What is this about? Stubble burning. You don't have to read. What is the answer? Second option is the answer. Question number 17. Choose the right word to substitute the word. This prompted farmers into stubble burning. I've used it already. Stubble burning is what? Crop waste. Which option is that? Burning the crop waste. You don't have to 1 second, not more than a second. Do remember. Choose right synonym for the word agglomeration. Agglomeration, conglomeration means what? Coming together. But here there are two options you can consider. Is it destroy the team? It's a positive word. Destroy is a negative word. Mix a few into a big group. Hold this one. Form into a group. Hold this also. Separate the group. No, it is like coming together. And push back. Not relevant here. You have to choose between the second and the third. It is not mix a few into. It is coming together, forming a group. What is the answer based on that? Third option. But here please write another word. Write the word conglomerate. And we use a combination, right? Business conglomerate. A big business. It has many units. It is into many products. Then we use a term. It is a conglomerate. A big company with so many products. We can use that. It goes with the business point. Easy question or difficult question? No response? I understand whether easy or difficult. What is the prime concept that show a way for the future problem? Future also same problem. What is the problem? Air pollution. So what is the option? First one, air can be stored. Air can be stored, but in the plants, not outside. Today we talk about forest, afforestation. Why? When we have a lot of trees or a lot of forest, carbon dioxide is taken by the trees and stored. That is a fact, but not outside. Air can be recycled. Can you recycle air? As of now, I don't think so. Air to be created. Can we create? As of now, no. Maybe in future. Air to be pollution free. What is this about? Air to be pollution free. So what is the answer here? Fourth option. Do you have to read the passage for that? I don't think so. Choose a right antonym, opposite word. And what is the word here? Policy tangles. General everyday English we use the word tangle. Tangle means to get, entangle is the word we use. To get entangled means you get into a lot of problems and you cannot come out of those problems. Then we say he got entangled in financial problems. Have you got the meaning? And for that the other word, intertwine. So what is the first option here? Intertwine. But what do they want? Synonym or antonym? Tangles. Tangles, intertwine. Hold these two. Can you use the word conclude? No. Can you use the word focus? Can you use stress on? What is the last word? Such policy tangles. Linger. Linger means, write the meaning of the word linger. Linger means to exist as a threat. To appear or exist. Or exist as usually as a threat. I am surprised because intertwine means the same, but what do they want? Synonym or antonym? So which option? Leave not exactly the right word, but at least you are in some problems or in a situation you come out, it is in a way opposite. So you have to choose a fifth option. What does the key say? Please check the key. Does it say the fifth option or the first option? First option. Please change the word antonym to synonym, then go for the first option. Okay, very simple. What is the next one about? Suggest a right statement as far as conclusion of the paragraph, not paragraph, passage. Alternative methods to be used for crop waste. Crop waste, there is no alternative. It is something natural. Don't consider the first one. What is the second one? Storage facility to be offered. Why will they store the waste? Again, not a viable thing. Improved tools to be provided. Perhaps they have better tools to dispose of the crop waste. Definitely there is a solution. Now they don't have the tools. Only one option they have, burn. When they burn, what happens? Smoke is generated. That is a problem. Hold the third one. The issue to be neglected. Ridiculous. So what is the answer here? Third option is the answer. I hope you guys got it. How many questions based on the passage? How many? Who has got all correct? Oh, wonderful. Okay. 5 correct. That is also good enough. Good. What are these about? Oh, one more is there. This is ridiculous in my opinion. I'm being recorded live. Find the right alternative for the phrase carrot and stick approaches. How many of you have heard of carrot stick policy? Please write the word carrot and stick policy. We don't use the word procedure. We use the word policy. If you go to a big company, especially the private sector, they use this. Management always uses carrot and stick policy. What does it mean? When the employee works well, they offer a carrot. When the employee does not work well, they offer a stick. But they don't do it literally. To motivate the employees, they use that policy. They say if you work well, you get some incentives. It's a policy followed around the world. Look at the options now. What is the first option here? It is not only punishment. Write 2 words. Please write 2 words. Carrot and policy means, I should have written, reward and punishment. These are the right words to substitute. Carrot and policy means what? Carrot, reward. Stick, punishment. Reward and punishment. Only punishment can you consider? No. What is the second one? Simple argument. Does it go with the context? Warning. That is only one side of the coin. Caution. The other side of the coin. And punishment, one side of the coin. Way of the world. That does not make any sense as such. What do they want? Alternative for the phrase. Do you find any alternative? Say yes or no. I don't know. Perhaps they wanted you guys to select. What does the key say? First option. That is ruled out. No way. Ruled out. If at all you have to consider way of the world. That is also not specific. Carrot and policy goes with companies. Way of the world, too general a statement. It touches the entire world, every dimension, every sphere. So there is no answer as such. But go to the first option, add the word reward. Reward and punishment. They should have given the word reward. Then it is correct. Okay. What are these about? Grammatically correct or misspelled, am I right? Or inappropriate or errors. Word swap. Okay. Scorpius is the name of a constellation. You know the meaning of the word constellation? Group of stars resembling a particular animal usually. Please write the meaning. Constellation means a group of stars resembling a particular animal. If a group of stars resemble an animal like scorpion, then they have given the name, Greek term. It talks about that. Scorpius is the name of a constellation and the corresponding astrological sign is Scorpio. You all know the word scorpion. A classical opposite tells. Here you cannot underline the word classical. Generally what do we say? Classical literature, classical myth, classical something. Can you use the word opposite? There is nothing like classical opposite. So what is the last one here? Classical myth tells how the giant scorpion and its enemy Orion became constellations on opposite sides of the sky. That makes sense. So what is the answer here? C, D or D, C? Which option? 24. In 1806, when the kingdom of, today the editorial all about this one, Holland was a empire. Is it grammatically correct? The first clue. State of the first French, here if you replace, was a puppet state, underline one unit. Puppet state means what? Now whatever I am going to tell, all the girls will be smiling. It happens every time. Puppet means what? You all know puppet show. But puppet another meaning, someone who listens to someone else all the time. Imagine there is a husband, listens to the wife all the time. Then what do we say? He is a puppet in the hands of the wife. Yes or no? For that there is one word. When I give this word, all the girls smile. Please write. I got a chance to use after many months, perhaps years. Hen-pecked husband. I don't know why the girls smile. Perhaps they imagine the future and feel very happy. Hen-pecked husband means what? The wife says sit, he sits. The wife says stand, he stands. Hen-pecked husband. And before marriage, everyone says, no way, I will not be a hen-pecked husband. But inevitable, it happens. Have you seen that movie? F2, I suppose, am I right? Venkatesh movie. Varun, he says the same thing. And they record also. It is natural. Why? Don't ask me. Shall I go to the next one? The present regime. Anything wrong with the word regime? Regime means what? Government that is in power. The present regime withdrew from the commitments made to the UNHRC by its community on. Can you say community on? By its predecessor on constructive engagement with the international community, which makes sense. International predecessor does not make any sense. International community. Based on that, which two words you have to change? Which option says? Second option. Easy, but you got to know the context. Russia, I think this is a repeat question. How many of you say yes? Only one girl has said two. Three. Oh, good. I will tell you something interesting. Our students, I don't know why, last week we got one paper. This week, the same paper. What are you supposed to do? Saturday we got one paper. Same paper you got on Monday. Or let's say Tuesday. Not on Monday, Tuesday. Same paper, Saturday paper you got on Tuesday. What are you supposed to do? Come all the way here or stay back? Obviously you have to stay back. Same paper, why the hell should you come? You worked on it on Saturday and we see the same number of students. That is really surprising. Saturday you got the paper, same paper on Tuesday. What are you supposed to do? Use that time for something else, but religiously. And as dedicated students, they come and occupy. That is really strange. So we got this, I don't know when, but recently we have got this recently. So what is the answer? Russia would be able to victory or would be able to do what? Overwhelm Germany's weak screen of defense in the east before the German army in the west could gain its victory. So which two words you have to change? A, D or D, A? That is really funny. Shall I go to the last one? What are these about? Misspelled or inappropriate? Throughout their careers, the volatile brothers. What is the meaning of the word volatile? One of the meanings, please write the meaning, not stable. not stable. Always changing, one meaning, and always disappearing within no time. Disappear within no time. Volatile. Some gases are volatile. They disappear within no time. Volatile gases. Have you heard of that? Fine. In a way you can say, please write one word, fickle-minded. Some people today banks, tomorrow SSC, day after tomorrow civils. They keep changing. And what do you say? Fickle-minded. British English, fickle-minded. American English, write the expression. We use a term, scatterbrain. Thoughts get scattered one day somewhere, next day somewhere else. Scatterbrain, fickle-minded, both mean one and the same. Shall I go to the question? Throughout their careers, the volatile brothers have quoted controversy. What is the spelling of the word controversy? Contra, V-E-R-S-Y. Am I right? Not V-A-R. Controversy. Easy to make out. Celebrity, you all know the word. What is the meaning of the word celebrity? Someone who is very popular. Tomorrow you get the job. You go to your native place. They treat you as a celebrity. As simple as that. Wait for that day. Next one, the sheep were caught and plucked because shears had not yet been invented to cut the wool from the sheep's back. This is purely based on contextual awareness. If you go to countries like Australia and some European countries, they rear sheep, and once a year or twice a year, I'm not quite sure, they remove the wool, and for that they use a particular tool, write the word, the spelling of that plural form they use, like scissors. What is the spelling? S-H-E-A-R-S, shears, not double E-E-A. Where is the error based on that? I always use the word sheer waste of time. Means what? Complete waste of time. Saturday you got the paper, Tuesday you come. It is sheer waste of time coming here. Both are different, they come under confusing words. And what else are you supposed to recollect? See, whenever you work on a mock test, do remember, I don't know how many of you, do you spend time on this paper after the session? You get a lot of new words. You get a lot of new information. Do you spend time? Be honest. Or you're ready for the next day, next session, and it goes on like that. Today, now, here, over. How many of you touch? Raise your hands. Okay. How much time do you spend? Touch means over. Not that way. How much time do you spend? How many of you spend at least half an hour? Raise your hands. That is enough. Half an hour enough, because already you have listened and you'll be able to remember. That's a very good habit. I appreciate all those students. Others, please do remember. We are not Swami Vivekananda. He would have a look and get everything. That is known as photographic memory. We are not gifted people. Listen to the master, record everything here. We are not gifted people. We are not tape recorders. On, record and play. Not possible. You have to listen, understand, read, revise. Only then you can remember. Please allot some time. What is the next one? 29. Unlike with bony fish, we have two types of fish. Bony fish, cartilage fish. What is cartilage? Soft muscle. Looks like a bone, but not a bone. So what is the spelling of that word? Write the spelling. Cartilage. L-A-G-E. C-A-R-T-I-L-A-G-E. Cartilage. What is the spelling they have given? That is not correct. Soft muscle. The garden offers extremely enjoyable relaxation and retreat to a traveler in the Sithuism. I don't know, I could not check the meaning. Please check the meaning and write the meaning. And the songs of nature. Do you find any error here? Garden, no problem. Relaxation, no problem. A retreat, no problem. Traveler, no problem. So what is the answer? E is the answer. Question number 30, no error. But please check the meaning of this word. I could not get enough time. Nowadays, tight schedule. Paper also I'm not spending a lot of, not getting time to spend. But I would like to introduce a new feature to make sure you remember, because I do a lot of value addition at the cost of sounding like blowing my own trumpet. Means what? Blow your own trumpet means what? Write two words: brag, boast. Bragging, boasting. Do you know these words? Some people, they always talk about their position. Imagine someone has a car. He always says, this is the best car. Always about the car. Then what do you say? He always brags about his car. And parents brag a lot about children. That is quite natural. Some parents overdo that. They say, my child is the best. Other child are fools or what? Okay. So, at the cost of sounding, blowing my own trumpet, I would like to say, I give a lot of words every time I come. Yes or no? And not easy to remember all these words. So you may not get time because you're all always busy. Busy doing what? Is the mic on? Answer my question. You're busy doing what? Listening. Most of the time you spend, how do you spend your day? Answer my question. The major activity, answer, listen, listen, listen. Listening before listening, listening after listening. Yes or no? Then how can you remember? You cannot remember. So I am going to allot some time now on, at least once a week, the words you have got and the grammar rules you have got. That particular day, I will ask you, you have to answer. That is one way of consolidating. Shall we do that? Have a nice day. Thank you very much. How many of you attend the Hindu? Raise your hands. Almost all, but you have a session 8:30 to 9:30. How are you managing? Don't tell me, sir, like